Okay, welcome to another exciting 5-minute ICC auto pairing. Let's try classical approach with e5. This sort of king's gambit. I don't mind this too much, this position. I get good grip on the dark squares. I think g4 coming up. This could be tasty for f3. Okay, if I just take on here, does that sound for white? If I take on here, a bit of f4 pressure. General kingside pressure. Queen f6 though. I think I want knight d4 to get this guy. Well, that's not happening. Queen g6. I'm gonna lose the queen. I don't want to lose h6 particularly. Go for this e pawn. Bishop e6. What about f5 here? That looks really cool because of that pin. Mind you, the bishop h6. Bishop d7 after that to connect the rooks. Mind you, he's broken the pin. I don't want to allow rook f8 without my rooks being connected just then. Okay, so if I take and then queen f6. Doesn't seem that bad. Okay, his rook's coming in quickly, so I'm going to have to do something about that. Maybe rook h7 coming up. Can I use these G and H files myself? Get his queen out. I think this looks promising, actually. I can just use these files. Do I need to move that onto f8? I guess I should. But how do I make any progress here? It does seem quite passive. If I get this out to h5 or something. Yeah, very passive. It's got g4 and bishop f7 after. Knight d8 for bishop c6 is always d5. So how do I actually get out of this one? This is interesting. If it's possible. Is c6 possible here? I got blunt bishop, then maybe bishop h5. Okay, so bishop h5. If g4, maybe the g file again, or b5 to lock down the bishop would have been good. Okay, this is second best to try and stop c4. But I think b5 would have been good. Would be good. And then move this knight somewhere. Keep a blockade here. If I can get my knight to e4 or something, like b7 to d6 to e4, I mean that'd be really cool. I've got the blockade on h4, so I think knight d6 to e4. If I can get hold of that knight to e4, I think that'll be quite interesting. Okay, actually the knight's holding f5, that's useful. Actually bishop g6 as well, can try and gang up on this pawn. I'll get a queen b1 check at some point. Actually rook f6 here might be worth doing. Or knight e4. What is queen h4? Or rook h4? Rook h4 is also interesting. There's a lot of interesting possibilities. Maybe knight e4 and then bishop d5. Let's get rid of that bishop, that lurking bishop. So bishop d5, then rook takes f6. Maybe. Or bishop e6. I think this one. He's going to get his pawns going a bit though. So g5. Getting a bit pushed back. Unless that g5 is a problem. Let's get a blockade for a moment. Actually, e3 would be a good surprise move for rook h4 at some point. Disruptive. It would have been. e3 here, I don't think does anything. And bishop e6, doesn't that just win an exchange? Actually, the rook can move. Yeah, that wasn't a good idea. Okay, e3 for queen b1 though gives some possibilities of disruption. I don't want to give up that pawn for not much though. If I can just get the queen there instead. Just wait with this for a moment and see what is white actually doing. If I wait again, would he take? I've still got my blockade. I've just lost my queen to rook e8 there. That was a naughty mistake. I've got to keep my king with the h7 square. Oh dear, this is not. That wasn't a very pleasant blunder. Just to notice. So e3, I think, before I get mated. Let's try and get some checks. I'm going to get mated here if I'm not careful. So I have to get my king out. Well, there's a rook g5. It's more radical.
Check.
Try and get an attack. Well, he's not looking. I might get mated on h8. There's bishop c4 check. I mean that's good. For rook f1.
Check.
Rook g1. And pawn's doing a useful job. Yeah, oh that was tricky. Oh blimey. Yeah, I think I blundered there badly. Alright, it's actually better for white all the way here. Well, it was, no actually, okay, from here it seems I had chances of queen h4 apparently. Was an interesting idea. Now it's better for white, and I think I messed up coming up with rook h7. Yeah, queen b8 in fact, or rook e8. There's a mate in 10. Okay, that wasn't very good. Back to like +3. Except here there's a mate 4 now for black. Queen takes g5. Wow. Queen takes g5 is possible as well.
Check.
For bishop c4.
Check.
Same sort of difference. But if we went back into the opening, I think I was better here, surely. Wasn't I better here? No, this is going to be difficult for an engine to check the king's gambit, actually. About equal now, the way I played it. Better for white with bishop d2. The bishop h6. And yeah, this is not good, what happened. So somehow, I think I've munched the material a bit too hastily. I think bishop h3, okay, the bishop h3, then just taking, or just queen d7, it's castle queenside maybe. Can I not just try and castle queenside? That gets out of danger. That might be a better idea for next time. Okay. Comments or questions on YouTube? Thanks very much.